It's Josh with the Affiliate Marketing Show, and today we have another very special guest, a good friend of mine. He's the founder of vCommission, one of the largest and most successful affiliate networks in the industry. Please welcome to the show, Tarang Bhargava. Tarang, what's up?
Good, man. How are you doing, Josh? Thank you very much for the introduction.
Oh, dude, I knew I was going to have you on the show. You're a very good friend of mine, always very fun and knowledgeable to talk to. So I knew you'd be a great guest. Where are you right now?
I'm at my home in India. I am staying in Gurgaon. And as you know, I don't know if you know that India is under a national lockdown since 24th of March. So we all are staying home, staying safe, trying to flatten the curve so that coronavirus cannot get to us and to anybody else.
It's almost like you're a spokesperson for the government.
I wish.
Yeah, seriously. So what were you doing before you founded vCommission and before you were in the affiliate marketing industry?
Good question. So I think I started to look around for ways. So I was doing, making some websites, doing some random stuff on the internet. And I was there. I think I was a freelancer on freelancer.com, I think it's called, and also a few more. Just trying to make websites. I knew somewhat of SEO. So I was trying to sell or I was trying to do anything to make money. If, for example, a client wanted to build a website, I would do that. Wanted some SEO, I would do that. Wanted some link building, I'll do that. So I started with that.
And then how did that lead to you entering the affiliate marketing world? What was the transition from that to getting into the affiliate marketing stuff?
All of what I've been doing so far is all learned, by, searching on the internet and all. So I was always fascinated by the word work from home, and as we know that there are many work from home offers that we all, run through our affiliate networks. But then, I saw one work from home offer. I was interested to know, and then I tried to do more and more, research. And then I came to know about something called, there's something called CJ, Commission Junction. So I started with that. I opened up an account there and had joined a few affiliate, programs. And then, from there it started in 2006, I'll say.
So 2006 was when vCommission was started, or did vCommission start later?
No, 2006 is when I started affiliate marketing. When I was introduced to affiliate marketing. For 2 years, 2006 and 2008, I did affiliate marketing, and I think it was a beautiful time. It was a time when I was almost like working like 20 hours a day. Sleeping, waking up, just getting on the laptop, and It was fun. But then, by 2008, we were scaling up, and we were doing well. And we wanted offers, and we, offers, or you can say campaigns to run. And so basically, and as we are from India, at that time, having a affiliate account approved was also a big challenge, especially as, all the affiliate networks would have the geo filter. If there is a sign up anywhere apart from US, UK, or Europe, it goes into a flagged account. So it was hard to get approvals and everything. So which is where we came up with the idea. You know what? How about we open our own affiliate? Instead of being an affiliate, let's open an affiliate network. I think the main objective to open vCommission at that time was to actually get access to a lot of offers. The campus. At that time, there used to be an affiliate platform, I think called, it was called DT. It was called Direct Track. So, we took that, and we took that because they had a feature called, cross publication. So you could just, buy an instance of direct track. You could apply for, cross publication, and you get access to like, thousands of offers. So it is how we started. And so, yeah, initially it was started all for ourselves to get approvals. But then slowly, eventually the journey went on. Fortunately, our SEO was good in India. So, we used to rank on the keywords Affiliate Network India or India Affiliate Network, which is where eventually we stepped into the Indian market.
So let's pretend I know nothing about vCommission. I'm sure most of our viewers have heard of you guys, but let's, for an example, pretend I don't know anything about vCommission.
Okay.
What do you want the affiliate industry to know about you guys and maybe some of the offers you focus on? Just tell us a little bit about the company in general.
Okay. So I think vCommission was conceptualized or formed in 2008. For the initial, I would say for the initial 2 years, we were just trying to be another CPA, another CPA network on the block. But then around mid 2010, we started to look into the Indian market. And by the end of 2010, I'll say, we were like 99% Indian affiliate network, which means majority of the offers or the campaigns or the advertisers were all Indian, which is where also e-commerce was just starting to start in India. So we've been the early ones. So, and we have also been, fortunate enough to see the rise of many, and then also a fall of many, and then all of that. So, I mean, by the end of 2010, we started to focus on India, and we were completely Indian. By 2012, we had ventured into, we were working with almost top 100 internet companies in India. They may be e-commerce. E-commerce was just very small at that. Very interesting. Back then, e-commerce websites used to pay for email submit. Used to pay for a lead, so you don't have to drive a sale in India to get paid. So we've seen those days.
So do you guys do a lot of e-commerce? What other verticals do you focus on?
So now if I go fast forward 2020, I'll say vCommission is a branded affiliate network. An affiliate network with branded advertisers, majorly focusing on e-commerce, travel, and the financial sector. If I say e-commerce, we are also in the mainstream e-commerce, the general e-commerce, and then also niche e-commerce like offers like drone, flashlight, and all of those as well.
So I'm going to say one word, and you're going to tell me the first word that comes to your mind, okay?
Go ahead.
Yeah, you might want to wait to take that next sip. Okay. vCommission. Trust.
Yeah.
All right. Now, while you could take that sip of coffee while I ask the next question. Good job. All right. Where do you see the industry heading over the next few years? I know you mentioned 10 years ago what you were doing. You told us what you're doing now. What do you think you're going to be doing in the next, 2 to 3 years? And where do you think the industry is going to be in the next 2 to 3 years?
So 2 to 3 years, I would say it is a medium horizon or a medium view. I think the industry I don't see any major drastic change in the industry in the next 3 years. Only that most of the offers will eventually, or they are actually being converted into a very, very performance oriented. So for example, we also do a lot of financial offers, all the financial offers, the banking. And so, so for example, until 1 year ago, we worked with some of the big banks in India, and we used to do the campaigns for them, and they used to pay our affiliates on leads. But now the banks are saying, all right, we have your lead. We will get the call center to call on it, and we will only pay you when the application for the card is a successful application. So, the industry is moving more towards performance. Eventually, everyone wants to do a very, very ROI focused, advertising. So yeah, which is where I see the industry going forward.
Cool. So let's say I'm a brand new affiliate. I'm just getting started in this industry.
Yeah.
I don't know a whole lot about it. What would be some advice you would give to a new affiliate just getting started right now?
All right. So first thing I would say, for sure, you have to go to OfferVault. It is important. You need to go there to see which offers are available where. Now, for example, you have identified an offer that you want to run. Step 2 is you need to see, for example, for each offer, mostly you will find 4 or 5 different affiliate networks, having that offer. And you would see sometimes great difference between the payouts. For example, one network is paying $5 a lead or a sale, and the another one is paying $15 a sale. Now, do not get influenced by that. So my first and sincere advice to anyone who gets into the affiliate space, do not just only look at the payout that they show. What you need to do is you need to divide your traffic into 5. If there are 5 different networks, try to run the offer with all. Because you don't know which network scrubs, which will not scrub. You don't know which network has more conversion rate. So eventually, the payout that is being offered, it should not have a great value. What should matter to you is your EPC, earning per click. Wherever you get the best EPC and wherever you get the payments on time. 2 things as an affiliate. You're going to focus there, man. Everything else is just air.
Yeah. So when the affiliate managers at vCommission are reviewing these affiliate applications coming in, what are some of the most important qualities that they look for that I'm assuming, you train them to look for? So when you were reviewing applications, or the affiliate managers who are reviewing the applications now, what are the most important qualities you guys look for?
I mean, it has been quite a while since I looked at the applications, I want to be honest. But I will, I still know the essence with which it works, One, we have a very large affiliate manager team. We have I think 40 people in affiliate manager. We have 40 affiliate managers. So, and we have had these people eventually over a period of time. So for example, few affiliate managers are quite well versed with native. Few are very well versed with Facebook. Few are with Google. Few with email marketing, SMS marketing. So when you apply as an affiliate to vCommission, we will first see your traffic source. We'll try and understand your expertise level, and according to your expertise level and the traffic source that you have, you are assigned as an affiliate. First is your application gets approved, and then accordingly you are assigned an affiliate manager. The goal of the affiliate manager is to ensure that you as an affiliate make most money, because if you are making money, we exist.
So what qualities do they look for in terms of getting approved? What do they need to have on their application where you say, oh yeah, we like that, we want you to become an affiliate in our program?
So I would say mostly the affiliate managers will call each application. Mostly they'll call, unless they know or it is through a reference. Mostly all applications are being called. And the affiliate manager tries to get into a conversation. Try and understand what offers they've been doing. Are they a starter? Are they a fresher, intermediate, or experienced? And then accordingly they try and then they see, standard check, but the hygiene checks. Okay, the affiliate manager will be just doing a normal conversation with you, but he will know what he's asking and he'll get the answers.
So most importantly, you want to make sure they're a real person, and you want to make sure that they have some level of experience that meets your standards, essentially.
So, okay. So for example, we've got a lot of offers, like 300 offers at any time. Few offers are always only for the experienced people. So, according to your experience level, the offers are also open, which is why it is important for the affiliate manager to have a face-to-face conversation with an affiliate to get answer. Yeah.
I'm very excited to ask you this next question.
Go ahead.
We've talked about this many times, over dinners and drinks. We've joked about one day, owning our own planes and our own jets.
Oh
But
my God, you still remember that?
yeah, of
It's
course.
cool, yeah?
But how do you define success? Is it money? Is it your own jet? Is it happiness, or a combination of all the above? What do you think about that?
Success. I think the answer for this, for me, has changed every year. I'll say, every year the answer is something else. For me, the answer is now when you really feel content with what you're doing and you feel happy with what you're doing. So I very strongly believe this internet advertising, digital advertising is in my blood. I feel happy doing it. And of course, I, I don't face any problems taking care of the needs of of, of my people, and my people in my office and the people at my home. So I feel that is, I think that's success.
And you have a unique relationship with the CEO of the company as well. Is that
Yeah,
right?
she's my wife.
Yeah.
You have to understand, I'm a great investor. I'm a smart investor. I
Yeah.
I invested at a very, very, very young age.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you were planning this a long time ago. What
Yeah.
what was a failure that you look back on, something that you weren't happy about how it went in the past, but you're really happy that you went through it because it taught you so much and kind of led you to where you are today? Is there a specific moment that you remember
Two,
like that?
two moments. It always goes in the head. So one was around the year two, around the year 2013. You know, we were talking, and it was time we had been talking to a potential partner for a long time, and we started some partnership and did some work. By 2000, in that year, they say the company is going towards bankruptcy, and it it actually really hit us hard. So that the potential partner is saying, after speaking for quite some months, trying to negotiate and getting things done, they say you were moving towards bankruptcy. It took us really hard. We took it at the heart, I believe. And uh, and the next year our revenues was 6 times of that. So it was one, I think. It just We just took that thing onto us. That was one. Two was, now 2014, 2015, 2006, 2015, and was a great year for us. We just scaled, like, again, 6 times, then 3 times. So it was great. Everywhere you're just making money, happy, everyone's happy. Then there started consolidation in the Indian industry. All in 2014-15, there was a new e-commerce company being funded every week. So so when the advertiser gets funding, they would spend a seizable amount of that money onto advertising, so we automatically get benefited. By 2016, market started to consolidate. Some closed down, some advertisers closed down, some advertisers just didn't pay. They were doing great, spending a lot. Then one day they say we close shop. I believe we got very complacent. We thought that we were doing well. We're scaling every year. We're growing by minimum 2 times every year. Everything is good, great. And we were like quite chill out. I think that was the second mistake. And we felt that we know everything. The feeling, I think the answer is our second big mistake, or I'll say, I can't blame anybody for this. It's only me. I think my second biggest mistake that I have ever done is uh, to believe that I know everything in my industry, and that's bullshit. I want to say that that's
Hmm.
bullshit. And eventually, with that thought, I stopped to learn new things. I stopped to learn new traffic mediums, new stuff, and eventually the business started to get down. It went down in the year 2000, 2017. And then one great thing happened and then I realized that, dude, something is wrong, right? Something is not wrong outside. You're trying to find excuses outside. Something is wrong with you, damn it. So, so then, I thought that I think, and then the beautiful thing that happened was that I got a chance to join a mastermind of a super affiliate. I went to the mastermind. Of course, it was about media buying, traffic, and all of that. My intention to go there was not to do media buying by myself, because I don't want to compete with my affiliates, but to know what is happening and then help affiliates to draw that. But the beautiful, the day I come out of the first day of the mastermind was held in San Diego. I flew all the way from India to San Diego to attend that 3 days mastermind. And I would say it was one of the most beautiful and the best investment that I made. It was the first mastermind ever which I attended. It just opened my mind. And I got open to again learn. I think, somebody said, to grow, you need to have a baby's mind or a child's mind, that you have a fresher mind. Because mind, when you have that, you look everything with curiosity. You try to understand what is it. You got to be learning always. So, and with that, I was out of that mastermind. I came out. I came back. I had a long chat with my wife. I had a long chat, dude, we're doing this wrong, this right. But then we diversified and we scaled, because after that the mind opened. I was eager to learn. I was happy to learn again. And from that time to now, we are at least like 5 times, 6 times in 2 years. We grew like that. And the beautiful thing now is I'm always willing to learn. So, I have some mission statements that I write every day. One of them is, I will learn a new skill and master the existing one. And I swear by it. Like, this is the go to mantra.
So basically, just continue to learn. Whenever you think you know everything, that's when you're going to be in trouble.
And masterminds. I'll say masterminds are they're great. You talk to 20, 30 people of another mindset, another thought process. When you do that, you start to think in these ways. From that time, my mastermind was in September 2017. The first one, it has been 2018, 19, like 2 years. I must have attended like 10, 12 masterminds and would have invested around $100,000 minimum. I think more, like $200,000. But it's beautiful. Those 2 days, mine just, it's like that, man.
So those
crazy.
Masterminds, you would say, are one of the best investments you've ever made.
Correct. If you go with the open mind. You don't have to know everything. I just go with the mindset. Even if I'm able to get one tip, I'll make it work. So like that.
What would be your advice to a young adult who's just getting ready to enter the real world? Maybe they're coming out of university, or maybe they decided not to go to university, but either way, they're getting ready to enter the real world. What are some things you learned that you would tell them to really focus on?
That's a good question. I have to think about it. What do I say to young people? Yeah. So I think I will say, I very strongly believe to be successful, you, instead of knowing what to do, you should actually know what not to do. If you know what not to do, you're already very close to where you have to be. I actually happened to go through a book called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and it just again changed all my perspectives. How things. So I would say, do not try to be efficient. Try to be effective. Most of us, when we're trying to work, we're trying to be more efficient. right? You're trying to be more efficient. I'm saying do not try to be efficient. Try to be effective.
I think that's great advice.
Effective. Because if you're effective, it just takes you are working at another level. So don't be efficient, be effective. That, and I will say, go read that book. It has just the 7 habits. I love them. I love them. And actually one more thing. If you are trying to negotiate something with somebody, try to put yourself in their shoes and try to make the deal win-win. Because if you are making the deal win-win, it will go for very, very long. Like very long. That's it. These two advices.
What do you like to do when you're not working? What are some of your habits and hobbies and passions outside of work? Although I'm sure you work.
Investing. I like to invest. I like startups, right? I'm also a startup myself. So I like startups. I like investing. I like meeting entrepreneurs. I like, talking to them about their business. How is it going? All of that. And then, yes, I like to play with my dog, my daughter. Yeah, that's.
So family
time. I think I'm more into work, my friend.
Yeah.
I think I just realized I'm more into work, my friend.
I was gonna say, I know you love to work, as do I, which I think is great. Are there any recommendations that you hear being given in the industry right now that you actually do not agree with? Maybe you would tell some of our viewers to be careful when they hear those. What are some of those bad recommendations that you don't agree with?
I don't agree with doing some shady offers. The market, you go to shows always and we meet in every event, and we see certain kind of offers, always on the big bang, like you're going to do this, but we all know what kind of offers are those, right? Those are not the real offers, not the real products. So I try to kind of shy away from that. I do not take that recommendation, even if people say that this offer could make you like 50 grand a day, or I don't want to do that. So I'll go like that. So maybe I would say there are a lot of right offers or campaigns in the market. You focus there, you're good.
What's one of your biggest regrets?
None.
Right.
I'm happy with my life. I'm happy with everything I've been through. I'm happy with, it has been a beautiful journey.
Right.
It has been a beautiful journey. Every day you learn something. I do not regret anything.
Okay. So on the flip side, what's one of your favorite accomplishments? This is your time to brag and self-promote. What are you very proud of?
Okay. Proud of being, so I think I'm not proud. I think it's a very overstated, but I'm happy that we still exist. I'm happy that we still exist. I'm happy that our affiliates have that kind of trust on us, that we don't shave, we pay on time. We've been able to pay our affiliates on time. I feel blessed, and I very certainly believe that we are there in the business because our affiliates are there. Because if my affiliates are working, for us, we exist. I'm happy that I have a team of around 200 people, and I happily work with them. So I think I would call that as an achievement.
And your favorite achievement is probably having the best CEO in the world, right?
I have a great CEO. She is amazing, man. She's awesome.
Yeah, she is awesome. Amazing. Yeah, she's also a very good friend of mine as well. Tarang, you have been a fantastic guest on the Affiliate Marketing Show. Before we let you go, we're going to close this out with a game I like to call the OfferVault Hot Seat. Here's how it works. We're going to ask you 5 would you rather questions, which are not related to affiliate marketing. We're just going to have fun with this. Basically, would you rather A or would you rather B? They're going to get a little harder as we go. Do you have any questions before we get started?
Now, go ahead, my friend. Just be soft on me, okay?
Yeah, I will. Question 1, would you rather lose the ability to read or the ability to speak?
Ability to speak.
So you would rather keep the ability to read? Can you explain?
Because if I'm able to read, I can learn. This is why.
Okay.
I don't need to speak to do anything.
Right.
I mean, I can still type, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But I need to read.
Well, that's why it's question 1. It's not that hard. So you're doing great.
I got it.
Question 2. Would you rather have a time machine that only goes backwards in time or only goes forwards in time?
I would say maybe go forward in time. Because I mean, as I said, I do not have any regrets of my life so far. So I would actually want to see the future. Go there.
Cool. Question 3. Would you rather know how you're going to die or when you're going to die?
Okay, maybe I'll say when.
Because I would want to do a few things, a few things before I die. Yeah, I think I would agree with that too. I would like to know when, because I would definitely have a checklist of stuff I need to get done.
I gotta do this, man. Okay, man.
Question 4, you're doing great. The seat is about to get a little hotter. Would you rather wrestle a gorilla or an anaconda?
Gorilla. They are still in the family, right? We came from apes. So maybe I can try and communicate. Dude, you're not going to kill me. Anaconda, I can't have a conversation, man.
See, if I was communicating with a gorilla, I would say, dude, you can easily kill me. I'm not going to kill you. Just cut me a break here. Anaconda.
I would say you are my ancestors, right? Ancestors, I'm the baby, man.
I respect my elders kind of thing.
Yes.
All right, here's the last question of the OfferVault Hot Seat.
Bring it on.
Would you rather never have internet access again or never be able to fly on an airplane again?
Never be able to fly. This is easy, man. This is not tough.
Well, I know you love to travel.
The lifeline,
Yeah.
Internet is the life. In all these times of Corona, COVID-19, when we all are locked in the house, we are sane because we have internet.
Right.
We would have gone insane if we didn't have the internet. So we have the internet, we can still see each other. I would for sure go for internet, and a very high-speed internet.
Yeah. Well, thank God we do have high-speed internet, because we just got an amazing episode of the Affiliate Marketing Show. Tarang, you have been a fantastic guest. I'd love to have you on again anytime. Before we go, I want to give you the floor. This is your time to tell our viewers anything you want about vCommission. This is your final statement. Go ahead.
I think I don't have anything else to share about vCommission. Just a few things that we certainly believe that we exist because our affiliates are there for us, and we would. Affiliates are our number one priority. We will always pay you on time. We will always try to do whatever we can in our capacity to make things comfortable and profitable for you. And 2 is, we do not scrub. That's it. Thank you.
For Tarang from vCommission and myself, Josh from OfferVault, let's make that money. Let's make that dough. This has been the Affiliate Marketing Show. See you next time, everybody.